Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here at Plan with Elise, and today we are making two custom Patreon spreads. The first one is a big, and this is for Courtney. Now, I know Courtney wants this undated, so I will find a way to undate it. I don't have any big undated planners to work with for these types of spreads, but Courtney's request was a combination of Planner Babe and Coffee Queen, and these two sticker books are a really good combination because they both have like a really pretty neutral palette. I also grabbed some Planner Babe PET tape. I was looking for Coffee Queen PET tape, but I don't know if I have any. I literally went through all of my PET tape and I couldn't find it. So that's okay. We're going to use this to kind of complement this and see what else is going to work. So Courtney's planning style is very similar to mine, so we're going to kind of go with, florals and quotes and checklists and all that jazz. But I just want to look kind of first and see what may work here. Like I like these neutral colors. Oh, morning hug in a mug. That's a fun sticker. I kind of want to start with that, but let's see. Okay, so some washi strips. This is a situation where I'm almost tempted to bring out wax paper, which I haven't done in a really long time, but I feel like it might be helpful. Okay, I love this strip here. So I think we're just gonna kind of start and go for it. I don't know why I get nervous about these. All right, we're gonna pull this strip up. I feel like this was a sticker that at one point I had taken out and then put back down, which is usually when it tends to get a little messy. Those are cute coffee mugs too. Sorry, I'm trying to now flip while I have this in my hand. These are good. With the big planner, I tend to look for stickers that are going to take up a bit of space because it's a big planner, you have more space to work with. So that's why I kind of wanted to look through this whole sticker book before we dove right into getting stickers down. I know that this is falling apart a little bit. Some of these have come apart because I have pulled stickers out to take photos and things like that. Okay, so we are just going to, I think, go with it. Now, this makes more sense to put at the bottom over here than it does at the top. So we'll put that down. And what's nice is that this sticker is still small enough, oops, that there's plenty of room above it to use these boxes functionally. There we go. Okay, we've got that down. And then I think we'll do it again, maybe over here, but I can either cut this or put something with it. So let's open Planner Babe and see if there's maybe something we can put with this together. Like something a little bit taller. We're going to find something. Planning is my therapy. Kind of like these together. We're gonna go a little out of order here. What if we take this, cover this line up. I know that this coffee still isn't going to spread across the entire bottom part of that, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think that sometimes just centering things and not worrying about every little bit being covered up, there you go, is necessary. Like that's a nice amount of white space there. Okay, jumping back towards Monday. Let's go back and get this functionally planned. So I would like a quote. This says good things are coming. I like this. Oh, the florals are really pretty too. Can we combine the florals here? I don't want to put the florals in in this box because I feel like that would be too much going on right there. But maybe somewhere over here, like we're kind of just playing around a bit today and seeing what works, which is what happens when I combine sticker books. We're gonna put that down. Actually, do I want to put it down there or? I'm very indecisive this morning. I need something that's going to make me a little bit more decisive. I don't really map out what something is going to look like in advance. I feel like I used to. I used to have a much better idea of how I wanted spreads to go, and now I'm kind of like, let's just see what we can do. Okay, I think we're going to lift this up. We're ripping a little bit, but it's okay because I'm going to put a sticker there that's going to go over it. That's the problem with being indecisive. Oops, is the ripping. Okay, design the life you love, I think would be nice. Right over here. Try to get that kind of on the corner. Okay, we're going to put in checklists. So I'm just going to start with these. That's upside down. And we'll go in right here. And I may do something extra to the lines to kind of emphasize them a little bit. And then we want to include some boxes. So I also pulled out the neutral palette sticker book in case I want to do something with those boxes, but I like these patterned boxes here. I think that these are really a good choice. So we're going to grab one patterned box, whoops, and one box from neutral palette. It's just like a really nice combination. And even with these coffee stickers down here, I have room for both. So we'll put these in like that. And then I want to grab header stickers, as long as I didn't use them all the last time I used the sticker book, which is possible. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have enough. So let's grab this light pink one, which is pretty and kind of brings in the Planner Babe pink. Here we go. That looks cute. Okay. Up next, I would want to put checklists. I could probably fit them at the top here, but I think we're going to go down to the bottom this way because I don't want them next to those other checklists. So let's add this in. And then I want to go back to the Coffee Queen. And oh, those mugs would be really fun to include also. I want to try to remember to do that. I woke up like this, tired. Morning hug in a mug is really cute, but it's not going to fit here now that I've put that, because I'm looking for some sort of quote situation over there. Those are more of like the brighter, which I'm not opposed to using, but they don't necessarily go with the Planner Babe stickers. So we have, but first coffee. I want it to be something that has words in it, in case you're wondering what I'm looking for. I don't mind the early bird sticker. I like the Alexa bring me coffee. That's fun. Let's see. I wonder if we, I'm trying to think, like, would it be fun to bring in some of these mug stickers, but they're, again, not going to be tall enough. So if I just were to put them down across the bottom there, it won't necessarily give what I'm looking for. So I think we'll do, I woke up like this. I'm struggling right now because none of these stickers are going to be the sizing that I'm looking for, because I, of course, not screwed up, but I put this down. Let's grab one of the girls. So I was looking for someone blonde because Courtney is blonde, but I don't know if that's something that's super important to her in planning. So I think we're going to go for this one. Has like colors, and she's just going to hang out right over here. I think that that's pretty. Okay, now we need boxes for the bottom section. So going back to the planner babe. Sorry, trying to keep track of all the sticker books I'm using here is making it a little complicated. I also was thinking, oh, this is really pretty. Can we bring this in somewhere? But am I like going too intense right now with all different patterns and elements? I don't know. You know what? We're trying it because you'll never know unless you try something new. That's cute right there. And then we need something a little bit more neutral. Sorry if your view is kind of all over the place because there are so many things happening right now. We're going to grab one of these boxes and we're going to grab a darker heading box too, right down here. This heading box is quite small, actually. Well, let's put this here because I know I want it there. This is not the same size. So let's try something different. If that's actually the case, because these are looking to be kind of all different sizes, I may not be able to do the headings with this sticker book the way I normally would. I may need to do a backup, like I have neutral boxes by Mojo Jojo Plans here because I want them to be consistent. Oh wait, these are going to be more of like this color, but actually this color works. This color works with what we're doing. So I'm going to lift this one up because we're going to just stick with these as long as I have enough. Uh-oh. Yeah, we have enough. Sometimes it's hard when I'm trying to use a very specific color scheme because of that problem. If I've used that color scheme before, I run out. And that's where I think that individual boxes by Mojo Jojo Plan or individual sheets from Mojo Jojo Plans tend to be a really great option because if you're running out of one thing, like I've bought them before in like black or green, things like that. It's a good way if there's something specific you use. All right, so I was about to put this down here, but then I was like, wait a second, let's think about this. Because if I put this down, because I have this sticker now, I could layer it and then these would be the same height. I guess we'll do that just for some, like, just so it looks even. And I'm using a really like thin pen here. This is the Uniball 1.38. So typically, I think I mentioned this in a video last month. I like to do my custom Patreon spreads on weekends because I feel like when I film on weekdays, sometimes I feel kind of rushed because I'm filming either before work or in between, during my lunch break or something like that. And that was kind of my plan here too. However, it is a before work video, but what I've done it intentionally, right? Back to my word of the year, intentional. I'm trying to use it in most conversations. Probably annoying. Oh, we still had these. It's okay. But I forgot that we had these. So I'm trying to use the word in a lot of my conversations because the more I use the word, the more it's going to be part of my thought process and my vocabulary and maybe how I do things. So anyway, back to this video. This is too thick for here. Let's take this one that I pulled from somewhere else earlier. I decided that this week I just can't dedicate these videos to only the weekend. I just don't have, there's too many other things that also have to get done. So I was like, okay, I'm going to wake up and we're going to film half the video, right? We're going to film one spread. And then on my lunch break today, I will film the other spread. So that doesn't feel rushed because it's just doing one and I have plenty of time. Right now it is, let's see what time it is. I don't know why I like to tell you when I'm doing this, 8:23. So I have time to finish this up and then start my workday. I like putting a little get it done header over there. And I think we are ready to continue. I might need a little sip of coffee and water to hydrate. All right, I am double hydrated. I guess coffee's not that hydrating, but it's okay. We're gonna put a checklist here. So if you've been around for a while, I feel like, especially if you've watched my After the Pen videos, I don't go out that much, right? I work from home, I live alone. Most of my outings are, visiting friends with kids or spending time with my niece and nephew, or going to their games too. I guess we're deciding not to use the florals here. I don't know if it's going to work to use the florals. So I'm looking for some sort of like girl or quote. I'd like a quote over here. Oh, this is pretty. And she's blonde. I think we're going to do this. Good things are coming. So it's a different quote on the planner than this. I'm going to put her right over here. So anyway, I don't do a ton of outings, but I'm trying more. It's one of my goals this year is to get out more. And so last night I went out to a trivia night at a bar. And I love trivia. I haven't been in so many years, but I just think trivia is so much fun. And we did not win. I don't even think, I don't know. We didn't do that badly. There were 5 rounds and probably got like at least 3 questions right in each round. There was one round that was perfect, but one of the questions was a bit of a debate. And so the question was, this Hollywood director, I may screw up the wording here, but I don't think so. This Hollywood director directed 4 of the top 8 movies in the 80s. And the person I was with immediately said Steven Spielberg. And I was like, no, it can't be Steven Spielberg because I was thinking of John Hughes. Now, I couldn't remember John Hughes's name. I remembered, I still have these. I totally forgot. I remembered his name was John, but I couldn't for the life of me remember his last name. And right before the trivia cards were due in, I was going through the alphabet in my head and I got to H and I was like, Hughes. And we wrote it down. And guess what? I was wrong. It was Steven Spielberg. I was so confident in it being John Hughes. But obviously when I look at Steven Spielberg movies from the 80s too, but I feel like I hear 80s and in my mind, it's just like, it has to be John Hughes. It has to be. And I was wrong. So in case you go to trivia and someone asks that, there's your answer, because learn from my mistake. I want to bring in this full box on a Friday. I feel like a Friday is a good day for a single box, but I want to also bring in some more of the washi since we did it over there. So I'm going to put this down. And then, do I have enough space for this at the top and bottom? I don't, well, first of all, I think I put that sticker down crooked. We can do it. We can do it. Okay. Let's try to get this a little bit better. If anyone can find a level for stickers, I feel like I just need to buy a tiny mini level and then maybe it'll help. It shouldn't be that hard to put stickers down straight, but it's really something I struggle with, which is funny considering that I keep hanging wallpaper. I keep doing wallpaper in my house and I think it's pretty straight. I mean, there's a big difference between trying to put a box within another box and taking a piece of wallpaper and going from here down to here and it lines up. I don't know. I'm looking up at my office wallpaper right now and I don't know how much of it is crooked, but it's not something that I notice. So I think we're going to go with it. When I was doing the wallpaper in my foyer in, I think that was November, there were pieces that I was like, oh, this is definitely not straight. But luckily, peel and stick means that you can peel it up and kind of redo it. And that was better. I like this. I think that's a fun little box. And then we're going to put this checklist here. And then we'll put one up here. And this is where, as I always say, it all starts to come together. If Derek Shepard says starts his surgeries, any Grays fans will get it. It's a beautiful day to save lives. I feel like once I get to Friday and a video, it's when I'm like, this is when it all starts to come together. So I think it's one of my common lines. I asked my patrons once what my other common lines are. Like, what do I say all the time? I feel like I say, let's try it, or it's not perfect, but fine, like, or it's good for me. I don't remember. But if you've been here a while, let me know what you think one of my common lines are that I say in my videos. If you could let me know in the comments. Okay, we've got those in. Now, since I did a box here, we're going to do something fun up top. So I feel like we don't have that much coffee happening. So let me move things around a little bit because that was at the bottom of the sticker pile of all these sticker books I'm using. And I think we need something coffee. This time I have more space because we don't have this down here. So maybe Coffee Queen. I was hesitating going for like the short sleeves and stuff because it's winter. Excuse me. Because it's winter, but this won't be quite the right colors here. I don't despise the early bird. I think that that's cute. So I'm going to keep my hand there in case I decide to come back to that. We do need something more coffee themed up top. She drinks more coffee than a Gilmore. I like that. I don't know if Courtney drinks more coffee than a Gilmore. Sometimes, morning hug in a mug. Maybe that for a Friday. It's a good Friday quote. With these custom spreads, the quote gathering is hard. I mean, as I'm getting to know everyone better, the quotes tend to be like, I know who would be great for a sassy quote. I know who would be great for something motivational. But like if Courtney is not a Gilmore Girls fan, that quote may not work. Oh, that's so cute there. I love it. All right. I'm getting excited because it's working. I feel like we got off to a little bit of a rocky start, but now I'm like, we have figured it out together. I want another patterned box. We're going to put this down here. And then let's see if we can do another pattern box. I may have used like all the square ones. I could always cut one and make one. Oh, we've got one more. And we're going to put this one in over here. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, now we need some of the additional boxes, and then we also need to do the sidebar. So let's go to the neutral palette sticker book. We'll grab some I want something bigger than these. I feel like these are kind of small. This is crooked. You may have seen that before I did. Try to kind of go to the corner there. Nope. There we go. But now it's not centered. Oh my goodness. Okay, better. Maybe Coffee Queen will have the box stickers I'm looking for here. I'm looking for like a very specific size. Oh, let's go back to Planner Babe. And these sticker books, I mean, they do have the sizes, but I've also used a lot of the stickers, and so there just tend to be less available for use. No, back to neutral palette. Unless on weekends, maybe we don't need double boxes. That's another thing, because maybe there's enough going on or less going on a weekend. I feel like there's either less going on a weekend or there's a lot more going on a weekend. So let's bring in, I like this t-shirt. She is strong, brave, full of fire. We're not gonna have enough space for it. Do we have enough space for it there? No. Okay, put that down. Going to the end of the desk graveyard there. So we need something. Oh, you know what? This is cute. This is a sticker of a planner. Little like sketch of a planner there. I like that. And then I also like this little quote, don't call it a dream, call it a plan. And we can put this right over here. I tend to forget to use the PET tapes because I feel like my sticker books are always within easy reach, and my PET tapes I store in like a basket. And so I don't always remember to grab them when I'm looking, but I feel like these other little stickers here are really great when it comes to using them. We're going to put this stack of planners right down here with this box because there's still plenty of space to write. And then let's take, I've got this little Zig pen, and maybe we'll put that in over there. And then what are some other supplies? We've got a mild liner. We have washi is already in there, but not like these 2 rolls stacked. So we can bring in the washi and a Stanley. I feel like tumblers and planners go hand in hand. It's funny to me that there's a lot of hobbies, not hobbies, there's a lot of things that in the planner community, many people seem to enjoy. Obviously, other crafting type things. I personally do not have a Stanley. I am a simple modern girl. I like the price point. I think it's a better cup. Don't come at me. But tumblers seem to be something that many of us love in the planner community. Okay, we need to jump over to the sidebar. So I like a sticker on the sidebar, like a longer sticker. So I wanted to go to this, although it seems that I've used that sticker. I think I need a backup of this sticker book, so I can't use that. Maybe instead of a long sidebar sticker, we just go for a couple of checklist stickers. Like, I want them to be the same color though, so it looks like one continuous sticker. Part of that though, oh, wait. I didn't realize, hang on, just saw it. This has sidebar. I'm kind of wondering if we can put this checklist in here though. It might make it too small. So I think instead we're going to just put this sticker down and not the checklists. This way, Courtney can use this how she needs. Because if I were to put this here, there's not a ton of space to write with both the checklist. I mean, I could maybe, I'm trying to like test this out. Put it here so it's just on one side. I want to remove some of the sticky because I sort of want to put this down, but I don't want it to rip if I end up pulling it up. So if I put it right here at the edge, this has to be done right. I should actually start from the top. We're going to turn over because my short arms cannot reach. And then we need the second one. It's very serious. That's why I'm not talking. Let's see. I actually like that. I mean, I don't know if she has that much to get done in the week, but now, of course, I need to find the third. Is that the right color? It's not the right color. You know what we're going to do? We're going to bring in something towards the bottom of that, like a little thing. What do we bring in though? I feel like I need something on paper to help cover it up. This is cute with the dessert. Put that right there at the bottom. And then we need my knife. This is a Kellow Plan knife. It is my current favorite. I'll be sure to link everything I'm using in the description. Although I know this video is not done. I still have we've got another spread to do. Okay. We've got space down here. So I want to go back to these headings, which I think were in here. Yes. And I want to take top priority. I feel like there's a difference between things to do and top priorities. And lately, I've been mapping out like my entire list for the week, but also the top 3 things that absolutely have to get done. No choice about it. And so I feel like doing that will help Courtney stay on top of what's on her list. So we'll do 1, 2, and 3. Maybe we'll do 4. We have space for 4. So we're going to do top 4. Why not? Who says it can't be a top 4 and it always has to be, a top 3. Okay. I mentioned that I wanted to add a little bit of color somewhere. Let's test something out. I pulled out this mild liner, but I don't think that's going to be the right color. That's way too light. So I think I want to grab, I have one of these Alohaster markers. I don't know if that's really right either. Don't worry, I won't go through all my pens here if I don't find the right one right away. That's perfect. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. And then, I mean, these aren't going to bleed because they're so thin, but I feel like adding a little bit of a line down here, something I used to do and just haven't really done in a really long time. But I'm never worried about it when I'm doing these custom spreads because they're not using the back of the spread. Oh, I forgot to cover up the dates. Okay, I have to do that too. This is pretty. I think that because Courtney plans the way that I plan, whenever I do her spreads, I want to keep them because like I could use this, but I won't. I will mail it out. Get this in. See, it just adds something, if you can see it, a little bit different. And I'm trying to go thick with this because the color is so light that I feel like if I wasn't going thick with it, you wouldn't see it as much. But having my elbow down on the page definitely helps me do a straighter line. These aren't perfect. But one of the things that I realized when I started doing custom spreads in, I think it was August, that if someone was having me do a custom spread for them, it means that they watch my videos, they know the way I plan, they know that things aren't always going to be perfect and the lines aren't always going to be straight. And I just had to let go of the need for imperfection. There's still definitely a pressure that I feel when I'm doing these, but it's less than it was before. Okay, now we need to cover up the dates. So when I was looking at neutral palette, I saw that there were circles. We need circles like this. Please have more than 4. We do. Perfect. All right, so that's going to be really easy. We're going to use correction tape. Actually, Wrong stickers are so thick that I might not even need correction tape. Yeah, we don't. You don't, because you don't even see what's underneath it. So we're going to put these down so that she can add in her own dates for the week. Unless I'm wrong and she didn't want this undated. Now I'm worried that I'm mixing it up, but I think that we'll be okay. Wait, I knew that there were more. Oh, back to the others. My desk is going to be fun to clean up today. There's so many stickers here. And then we still have over here. So I'm just going to cover this up with correction tape. Okay, we need a scissor. Don't worry, I'm okay. It didn't fall on my foot. Just to cut the little extras here. And okay, that is a wrap. Oh, not on this video, on this spread. This is Courtney's spread. I'm obsessed, so cute. I'm gonna go to work and then I'll be back in a sec for you and in a few hours for me to do the next spread. Okay, lunch break time and ready for video number 2. I think, well, second half of this video. I think this is going to be a long video because I realized how long the first one took. We've got a little bit of sun coming in over here, so I will try to be mindful of that. It's one of these things that happens on a lunch break video. So Allie asked for a pink and purple spread, and I immediately thought of these pink and purple florals from Live Love Posh. Now, I've used them quite a bit. Are those the same ones? No. Okay, these are older stickers. So I have to figure out which of these sets I'm going to have enough of to do the spread. I mean, we've got a couple over here. We've got a couple over here. This probably seems like it's going to be better here in terms of stickers to use, but I'm still like a little bit concerned that it's not enough. And for some reason, when I originally flipped through, I thought that these would make the most sense. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I mean, I could make this into 2 stickers. I don't know what to do here. I think we're gonna add in some washi to sort of help with some of the space. So I think here's what we're gonna do. Let me just start and not worry too much. A little tip, if you have washi that has a stripe on it, I like to make sure that the stripe on the spread starts with the colored stripe and not the clear one, because if otherwise it would have looked like I shifted it over here. So we're gonna put this down right here. And we'll take my washi cutting card and put this there. Perfect. And then what I'm thinking is to take this leftover. This is why you save your leftovers, right? Because they're usable. And then let's cover up the lines here. So we'll cover this up all the way down. And because Allie only needs checklists on like every other day, I'm not as worried about having as much functional space here because her needs are a little bit different than mine when it comes to planning. So we're gonna put this right over here. That's pretty. And then I also grabbed Kellavaplan Rainbow Quotes, which I haven't used in quite some time. And the pink is a little bit brighter, but this pink, this one flower down here has one. So one of the things that I like about Allie, as I was talking about different patrons, different quotes, Allie has some sass to her. So I feel like I like coffee and maybe 3 people would be a quote that Allie would appreciate. Not everyone is going to have that in their planner, right? But I feel like it's going to work for Allie. So we're going to cover that up, and then I feel like I need to stand up to get the right height here. I like coffee and maybe 3 people. That's a funny quote. I'm just trying to decide if I want to bring in pink striped washi or not, or we're just going to stick with the purple. I feel like maybe stick with the purple. Now, I would like to do a sidebar sticker, and this is where I can bring in some more pink. So I'm going to do, I think, the shorter sidebar because maybe there won't be a need for one as long. And we're gonna put this right over here. I'm not worrying too much about the exact pink shades on this because with florals, you have a lot of variation. Like if we look at this flower over here, we have this darker pink, there's the lighter one. This is kind of more of like a lavender and pink combination. This one has a little bit different. So especially if you're using flowers, really let yourself kind of explore different shades of color. Okay, so now let's go towards maybe purple stickers. Oh, I don't have that many purple ones. Exist to be happy, not to impress, collect moments, not things. I like this, collect moments, not things. Although, wait, let me think for a second. I was going to put the quote down here. But if I put the purple quote down here, if I wanted to put another quote in here, it would need to be pink. So pausing on the sidebar, let's get back to the functional part of this and kind of see where it takes me. So I'm going to bring in a checklist sticker over here on Monday. There. And then, because Ali said every other day, we're going to do it again over here on Wednesday. And then I'm thinking that I might bring in the pink washi, but play with it a little bit with boxes, like decorating boxes with washi and maybe some of the florals instead of just having the washi up there. So if I'm going to do that, let's do some sort of box down here. So I want to go back to my pink, or the sticker book actually has boxes. Not a ton left, but enough. So we can bring in, oops, this box right over here. And I was thinking with the pink washi, but now I'm nervous that it's like all that pink on pink instead of the purple. So many ideas and sometimes an execution challenge. So over here, let's grab one of these flowers. And I think maybe even bring this box down a bit. Like to this. And then we can grab this flower, cut it a little bit to put this in here with it. And then go back to the purple washi. And it's curling. Oh, and we have to cut it anyway. This purple washi is from Planything. The pink one I think is like very, very old Happy Planner. But Planything washi, you can use code Elise10 for a discount, also from Live Love Posh. Although this pink sticker book is not available anymore. Okay. Oh, look how pretty that looks. Yay. Oh, I'm so excited. I love when it works out. It doesn't always work out. This time I feel like it did. Now, I'd like to bring in a purple box over here, but it's also like, okay, we have the checklists. And we know sometimes I struggle in very weird ways with just two colors, but we're going to make it work because that I feel like is such a cute little element. And again, if we don't go with the exact same shade of purple, it may not be as big of a deal. So what if we put this down? I can go a little bit lower here because the washi is thin. And then let's grab a different floral sticker. This one might be too big for this. I'm gonna try to peel this up. This is such a used sticker book for me. I actually wonder if there's a way to like make this sort of come down. Hold on, new idea popping in. Because then we do have some blank space. I'm like, what if? I need to stand up again. Then we lose, I'm trying to space this right because I don't want to necessarily lose, this might not be the right size. We're just going to keep pulling stickers up until we find the right size. Maybe this one will be a little bit better. I don't want it to like, whoops, as I'm telling where I don't want it to go. I don't want it to, I don't know. I feel like it could either really work or really not work. And the only way to know is to try. I mean, all it's doing is covering up blank space. It's not taking the place of anything. So I think, let's do this. I'm gonna get my fingers on it a little bit to remove some of the sticky. And I'm gonna try to cut it right at this line. Not that worried about cutting through. I messed up a little bit there because, again, the other side of this isn't being used. Okay, we have a little bit of a rip, but we're close. What I might do, actually, this is probably a better idea. Got some ripping happening. Let's pull that up, bring in a new one, and put this right here. That almost covers up what I messed up. We'll go a little bit higher. There we go. And then we'll take the pink washi and put this right over here. Although this washi is a little bit ripped right there. So, oops. I typically have 1 caffeinated cup of coffee a day and 1 decaf cup of coffee a day, just because I enjoy still like the taste of it throughout the day, but I can't do the caffeine. Today I was feeling very tired, and so I did a half calf cup after my fully caffeinated cup finished, and I think that just hit me. But it's good. Okay, really cute. Now we want to put something over here because we don't need a checklist. So let's go back to our quotes. We have collect moments, not things. Let's go back to the sassy quotes. Vacation calories don't count. I feel like I'm already tired tomorrow. I like this one. And I want to use it, but we're not going to use it on Tuesday. We are going to use it over here in the sidebar. But I need to break up some of the pink. So we're going to put washi right here to also help cover up some of that correction tape. So again, trim this a bit. This right over here. I think that adding the washi here was a really nice extra touch. All right, now, just because I can't, like, can I use some black quotes? I feel like black quotes could be fun in here. Just a little pop of something. So I think we're gonna do it. Although now I'm realizing I've only used pink so far. I haven't used any purple quotes. Maybe we just do quotes with pink and black and checklists in purple. That's kind of the way that I keep this organized a little bit. I'm trying to be mindful over here because I'm going to want to put a box down right here to match this box. So I don't want it to go too much over, but I think this one is going to make the most sense here. So we're going to do it. Even just with a little bit of layering here. Life update is still a mess. That's funny. Okay, also, that is not me saying that Allie's a mess. There's always the risk, right, in doing spreads for other people. I just think that with her sense of humor, it would be something that she would appreciate. All right, we've got this down. I pulled up so many of these before, so let's try to get this down about the same spot as I did on Monday. We're going to, I think, just pull like a little bit of this sticker, like here. I mean, oh no, that can't go that way. It's like, why can't it go over? No, it doesn't look good, that's why. And here we go. And then we need our purple again. We're doing a lot. I'm normally not this particular with cutting my washi, but there's little extra steps that I take when I'm doing the spread for someone else. Okay, now before I do anything else, or before we switch to the other side, I want to make the days of the week prettier. Whoa, I almost fell down. I want to make the days of the week a little bit prettier, a little bit more fun. So I think that I'm going to use pink headings on these, but these are the clear ones. And I want decorative ones. So I know that I have a book of Planner Kate stickers that have probably the headings that I'm looking for, and they happen to be right next to me, which was really helpful. So let's see. These pinks might be really fun here. This pink is probably going to be the closest because of how bright it is. So I think we're going to put these down. I've only had this sheet for like a week, and now I've used 3 of these sets. Tuesday. Okay, Allie, you wanted pink and purple. You are getting pink and purple. And then having the black font, like the black writing on these, definitely helps bring out like the black from the quote that I used. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then because we're making this undated, I thought that I might actually take a stencil. I'm trying to grab these stencils, which I got from Archer and Olive and used in a video recently, and I thought that they were fun. So let's grab a purple pen. This pen. And I'm thinking these are going to be too big, the top ones, or we could do little boxes. Is it too boxy? I think the circles might be better. So I'm going to try to center this. All right, let me do that better. I had a little bit of a, oh, what is happening over here? Got a little bit of a chip, not a chip, but it's a seam. It's a, sorry, that was so up close. It's a seam in the stencil that I feel like is kind of messing this up a little bit. Trying to think if I have small circle stickers, or if this is if this is fine, even if it's just like the same circle each time, like that in the same spot each time. I think that's one of the places that I also have challenges with when I'm doing these custom spreads, because like for me, that's okay. I don't mind a teeny tiny little hiccup. You can see it more there, but when I pressed lighter, it wasn't as bad. But if I'm doing something for someone else, right, you want to make sure that it doesn't have mistakes. But as I said earlier with Courtney's spread, I mean, this isn't me making a mistake. This is a problem with the stencil, but I don't know that Allie expects complete perfection from me. Okay, I think that that's good. Now, let's shift over. So I feel like that took longer in terms of the first half of the page than floral ones usually take from me. But let's go to this side and see. I think that over here, I want to bring in this floral a little bit, or maybe a different floral, because I feel like now we still have that weird space. So let's shorten this a little bit. I cut it that way. I feel like we're going backwards here. But I don't want to cut the whole sticker because I want to still be able to use it on this side. And then we need my knife. I'm just cutting on the line there. Okay. Yeah, I think that that made a big difference. That's much better. Now, my question is, do I want to continue with the florals up top here? Or do I want to kind of switch things up? So like what I did over here, we'll do kind of at the top here and maybe florals. I think that's what we're going to do. So I need some pink boxes. I need some flowers, unless I do the washi first. Decision making. Not always the easiest. How do I want to do this? Or I could do checklists. All right, I needed a second to like gather my thoughts and kind of visualize this. Sometimes talking through things works. Sometimes trying to talk through something while also being creative is not the easiest. So we're going to shorten this. Let's put this right here. We'll grab my knife. So many stickers on my hands. Put that there. And then put this up a little bit higher to make room for the washi that I want to put down. Purple washi. Where did you go? Here we go. This is where like washi strips come in handy too, because I don't have to keep doing this cutting thing. And then we'll put this here. I know that we're not going to do a checklist on Thursday because we have one on Wednesday and she only needs it every other day. So we'll put that down. So I've got space here, right? I can do another floral element kind of like that, but down here, and then maybe a quote over here. So let's do that. Let's go for some bigger florals. Oh wait, we're gonna bring washi in down here, but I think it's gonna be the pink washi to sort of change up what we did on the top. Whoa, things are just flying around today. We're gonna bring this washi in. I don't know that I need it to go over the whole week or the whole right side of the page, but I think we'll put it over 3 days like I did over there. And then pull this up. Then we want some bigger florals. I still have some big florals, so I am making do with not having a ton of, or what I thought was a ton of stickers. I feel like we never need as many stickers as we think we do. Maybe not never, maybe rarely. I mean, this is a big one, and realistically, I could use it because I don't need as much of this space. Like, come on. Hold my breath as I put down a sticker that I'm trying to make straight. That works because we don't have as much of a gap as we did over there. And then I was thinking about putting a quote. So let's look for a purple quote this time. We have Nah, I'm Good. Were these all sassy? Those were all sassy. I know that there are other sassy quote sticker books, but they're not colored. Like there's an Amber one, there's a Mojo one, but they don't have colors, and I wanted to kind of stick with the colors here. So I think we're going to take Exist to be happy, not to impress. I just think that's a really good quote for anyone to remember. And we're going to put this. I'm going to shift it over a tiny bit because I don't want the comma over the line because I know I'm going to put a checklist here. So now we need a purple checklist. I'm trying to like be really mindful of sort of popping up a little bit and making sure that we're still filming, because I keep having this issue of losing footage. Wait, I can't put that there. This is gonna go here. Silly me. But we're still gonna put a box over here. So it's better to not have the comma going over the line on Friday. Now I want a square purple box. But before I put that down, I need a floral. The amount of, if I thought I had a lot of sticker books on my desk before, from these two videos, I feel like I had, what did I have? Or not two videos, two spreads. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sticker books on my desk. Earlier, I think I also had 4 sticker books. A lot going on. And let's cut this. We'll put this down first. Maybe let it go over a little bit. I feel like this little part here looks weird. So we're just gonna pretend that doesn't exist. Put this here. Actually, the checklist will cover up that anyway. Oh, I went a little bit too low. This might end up being one of my longest YouTube videos ever between both of these spreads. I know some of you don't mind though. And I'm sure that some of you will just fast forward to see the final results anyway. And then we'll bring this down right here. Okay. Ooh. Now we did a checklist there, so I don't have to do one here. So we're going to do one more up top on Sunday. And, oh, yeah, I don't know why I was saying a checklist would cover here, because I'm not going to do it. All right, so looking backwards for a second, I would probably want to put a quote over here or over here, because I'll do a box up top there, right? Box. Don't need a checklist, so we're going to do a quote. So let's look for a black quote, maybe something sassy. It's a beautiful day to leave me alone. That's good. I'm trying to find the right sizing for this. So we did I like coffee and maybe 3 people. I'm not feeling very worky today. My brain has too many tabs open. We already did, I feel like I'm already tired tomorrow. So let's do, I feel like this one is really good for a Saturday. Like, sorry I'm late, I didn't want to come. Sometimes you just don't want to do things. This is going to be a little bit big for this spot, but we don't need a checklist. We are going to have a box to the right. So what I'm going to try to do is actually kind of keep this up for a second, put that pen there or the cap there to sort of hold it down, because I'm going to want to have a box to put down next to it. But first we need to do the florals. So I'm not quite ready to push that down yet. Now we need floral for up here, and we need one for over here. Okay, so let's grab this one. I don't know if you can see that on my screen or not. And then we need a pink one, this pink. So I know that putting the floral down first is really what's best here. I'm gonna try to sort of measure this. So many remnants. Although I think when I'm finished, these pages are going bye-bye, because I think we're finished. I don't know that I could actually make any more spreads. Oops. Shaky coffee hands with these stickers. I think we hit our limit. Okay, got that down. This is going to try to go about the right height as Thursday. This may be a favorite floral spread. And then purple washi right here. This time I'm leaving the washi as is, because there's a little bit of a strip, a little bit of a purple strip right there. Okay. Now we need a floral for right up top here. So I think we'll put like this. Let's cut this one. I'm gonna go here. We'll use this knife. Sorry, I'm like trying to think as I'm doing this. Oops. So when I used to live in an apartment, I had not Optimum, I had Verizon Fios internet, and it was really fast and my videos uploaded really quickly. When I moved to my house, I didn't have the option to have Fios. Which color am I using here? This color? So I had to use Optimum, and the videos take so long. Like a typical video of mine that's maybe 20 something minutes takes like an hour and a half to upload. And while it's not always a big deal, or it's a big deal when things are done last minute because I'm just like waiting for it to upload so I can share it. Luckily, there hasn't been that much of the last minute type of things happening recently, but I'm just thinking this video is probably going to be an hour, close to it anyway. And I also looked at my YouTube schedule in between these two videos or two clips to see if there was a way that I could break these into two separate videos. And I just don't think that I can. I think that I have to keep my Patreon custom spreads in combined videos because I just don't have the room on my channel for everything that I need to put on my channel in a month. Okay, we need a pink sticker. And I think that we finish with you can't buy happiness, but you can buy stickers. And that's kind of the same thing. And maybe we'll just cover this line up so that we can do a little bit easier layering here. Okay. Okay, I think we're finished. Oh my goodness. What fun this was. I'm proud of myself for being able to be really creative and not feel rushed, even though it is a work day. So we have Allie's pink and purple explosion spread, and we have Courtney's neutral spread. These are very different, but I love them both. I would use them both, and I hope that they love them. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments. Thanks so much if you're still here watching. It's a long video, and I will see you next time.